Good morning. This is a lesson related to finance, economy, some idioms, and so on. I will be stressing on important words. So let's read this. Americans won't be spending as much this holiday season due to continued worry. So worry is continuing. Continued worry about their finances. So first word is finances. New research. So in case of essays, for example, when we write like that, example sentence, you can even start like new research found that. So you can talk about research and surveys, right? New research found that 56% of Americans rated, see, use of rated, the economy as poor, and 46% believe that the situation was getting worse. So you can use this in the sentence, believe that one is rated, and next so when we are talking about first numerical value, at that time Americans rated the economy as poor, and 46% instead of saying repeatedly rated believed the situation was getting worse. Okay, believe the situation. So two ways we explain in the, so keep this for the research sentence or survey sentence in essays. So this is bad news for retailers trying to eke, it's not ache, it's eke out their earnings this holiday season. So let's check the meaning of this. Eke out means eke, like this we can say. Okay, eke out means to use something slowly or carefully because you only have small amount of it. Okay, so if you suppose if you have some one leftover bun or bread, so you are like you are starving, but you don't have any other ways, other food. Then you how you will be eating so slowly and carefully instead of wasting that bun or anything, any breadcrumbs. So that's known as eke something out. So example sentence are, so first one is, there wasn't much food left, but we just managed to eke it out. So there wasn't much food left, but we just managed to eke it out. Now next sentence is, he managed to eke out a living. So he reduced the living cost. So he managed to eke out a living one summer by selling drinks on a beach. So eke out a living means earn just enough to live on. So it means he didn't earn much. He just earned for enough for himself. How he did that? By selling drinks on a beach. So first word we studied is eke something out. The pronunciation is eke. Let's read the topic again. This is bad news for retailers trying to eke out their earnings this holiday season, especially since a survey showed that roughly, see, when you are talking about some percentage, at that time you can use this adjective. Roughly 63% of respondents. So in survey sentence, you can even use rated, believed the situation was worse, respondent said they plan to spend less this holiday season. The figure is unchanged. So it's stagnation, right? Unchanged. The figure is unchanged. You can use this in the graph if it's academic or any where graph is a question. Figure is unchanged since last year. When retailers had one of the worst showings ever, so what is worst showings? It means worst performance ever and had to slash prices. What do you mean by this slash prices? Okay. So this is to slash the prices. Before that, let me tell you one thing. In case if you have reached this far, please subscribe to this subscribe. So it really helps me. Thank you. So to slash the prices. So slash the prices means to reduce or to decrease or to lower the prices. So we it's an idiom basically, to reduce. Slash means how? If you are putting a slash symbol means what? Okay, let me search. Okay, suppose this is the slash symbol. So it's what? Reducing, right? It's dropping down. So to slash the prices, to reduce or to decrease or to lower the prices. So example is Calvin, Calvin Cream is slashing the prices of its products to increase its sales this quarter. The prices have been lowered by 50%. Calvin Cream is slashing the prices. It's reducing the prices of its products to increase its sale. So in shopping days, these retailers do that, right? So one vocabulary is retailers, customers. So although this is some passive vocabularies in our mind, we need to refresh that, then only we can use it. So Calvin Cream is slashing the prices of its product to increase its sales this quarter. The prices have been lowered by 50%. Okay, let's read again. Okay, see, when retailers had one of the worst showings, which means performance ever, and had to slash prices, reduce their prices even before Christmas to help move stock. Even the news that household spending. So this is the next paragraph. Even the news that nowadays household also started spending less. Okay. Even the news that household spending inched up. So what is the meaning of inched up? So inch up means to slowly approach or move along something inch by inch. So this is inch, right? Inch by inch, slowly. It's not spending too much, large amount. It's not a jump like from 1 to 10, but it's spending little by little. That is known as inch up. To slowly approach or move along something. So the sentence are, the line for the newest smartphone was so long that it took hours for us to inch up to the counter. So inch up to the counter. The line for the newest smartphone was so long. So the vaccination line, the line for getting vaccinated was so long that it took hours for us to inch up to the counter. The cat inched up the steps in pursuit of the bird. Okay, inched up. Otherwise, there is one more sentence. The kids looked terrified as I inched them up. Slowly I moved. Okay. The kids looked terrified as I inched them up to meet the Easter bunny. They got scared. So even the news that household spending inched up, reduced, is a double-edged sword. I guess you know the meaning. Double-edged sword means it can cut from like both sword with sharp end on both sides. Okay, like our tongue is double-edged sword. Bible verses are considered as double-edged sword. So people surveyed indicated they had been spending more on items like gases and grocery, but they are making up for this increase by. So what people did, they increased the spending. They started spending more on items like gas and grocery, but they are making up for this increase by further cutting what they spend, further cutting what they spend on non-essentials like movies or restaurants meal. So this is basically related to economic crisis or financial crisis. So you need to know these words at the time of poverty. So at the time like poor people how they survive. So these are sentences which are good with vocabulary and it has definitely has several points. Perhaps the most troubling part. So related to research, one adjective is perhaps the most troubling part of the research shows that a rising number of Americans not only have no money, so instead of Americans you can just tell people. So perhaps the most troubling part of the research shows that a rising number of people not only have no money left over, so there is no money for them, no money left over after paying their bills. So they have no money left over after paying their bills, but expect their income to fall. So they are even expecting the worst. They are expecting their income to fall even further in the coming months, in the next days, in the coming months. So in few days, rather than saying in the coming months. Okay, most people have already cut their spending to their bond. What is this? Cut their spending to the bond. Okay, so to cut something to the bond, so which means reducing, like spending so less. That is the meaning of cutting. To cut something to the bone. It has She has survived by cutting its cost to the bone. She has survived by cutting its cost to the bone. Okay. So it's not clear what lies ahead. We don't know what to expect. Anything. If your future is uncertain, you can say we don't know. It's not clear what lies ahead when they are asking about future questioning. It's not clear what lies ahead for average Americans trying to make ends meet. So what lies? It's not clear what lies ahead. It's good for speaking sentences. Okay, for Americans trying to make ends meet. So what is the meaning of make ends meet? To earn just enough money to pay bills. Okay. So this is first word we first one of the words which we studied, price slash, which means reducing. See, if we are cutting the price, it means reducing. Price slash, and make both ends meets. This is also trying hard to reduce the amount. So for a living. See, these are some of the make both, trying hard. Okay, makes end meet, make ends meet. Okay, make ends meet. Phil picked up a second job to make ends meet. Phil picked up a second job delivering pizzas. After the large income tax hike, many people suddenly found it difficult to make both ends meet. So it's like ends meet. Or you can say, so we can use both or make ends meet. Once again, you can say make ends meet or both to make both ends meet. That's why both is within the bracket. To make both ends meet. Okay, we can read again. The stock market may be rising and some big companies may be reporting profits. But make no mistake, this data shows that we are certainly not out of the woods yet. So what's the meaning of not out of the woods? Okay. So although situation improved, despite improvement, not yet completely free from difficulties or danger, often said in reference to someone's health or financial situations. So it seems like the meaning is, it seems like the situation is okay, fine now, but the thing is that we are uncertain about the situation, so it could go bad also, right? Her surgery went as well as we could have hoped, but she's not out of the woods yet. Okay, so that is known as out of the wood, not out of the woods. So just like a quick quiz, can you remember some of the meanings, phrases which I am going to show? So what is the meaning of eke out? Eke out. Eke out means spend less. Inched up, again spend less. Splashing, so slash prices, which means reducing the price. Splash the money means spend more money, exorbitant, extravagant. Okay. Now spending, cut their spending to the bone. Okay, not out of the woods edge. So situation is not quite uncertain. That's the idiom meaning. So I hope you like. And once again, I request you, if you made this much, then please hit the subscribe button. Thank you.